You are?
Yep.
Well, hop over to Shipley Attic then. There we are. Okay, so just a brief overview of the chain of events. A sweet old lady was offering you all tea. Hardwood beamed her over the head with the tea kettle, and
She was
she
not
turned
a
into
sweet
a
old
lizard
lady.
monster. So she was either a sweet old lady that was disguised, that was actually a lizard monster, or the tea turns people into lizard monsters. You're not 100% sure which. That's a joke. She's obviously was disguised as a lizard monster.
I really wanted you to go with the tea thing.
Upon seeing this, Voss lost her fucking mind.
Big surprise.
And
It's not McCarty this time.
yeah, we mixed
That's
it up.
probably better for our survival chances.
And she can no longer determine friend from foe.
That doesn't help our survival chances.
No. So we'll start the combat. Everyone ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyone need a brief overview of how combat works?
Yeah, we'll figure out as we go.
Okay. And just a reminder. Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you how we make it do mechanically, okay?
Got it.
So, Miles Shipley is going to go over here to this desk, pick up a knife, like a big butcher's knife on the desk, and just kind of look towards the lizard and you guys, and like take a step towards McCarty and saying, "I'm sorry."
Whoa. No need. You should be helping us out, right?
Well, you can say that on your turn. Or whatever. Isn't happy that she just got domed in the fucking skull.
Oh
And
boy.
she is going to attempt to bite Nicholas.
And I dodge.
You want to dodge her bite or fight back?
Dodge.
Okay, roll a dodge roll.
Why do I not see it? Okay.
You got 43 under 60.
So yeah, 43 under 63.
Well, she got a higher success than you.
Damn it.
Okay, now I need you to make a Constitution roll.
Uh, 43 again under 90.
Is that an extreme success? Trying to think here.
Usually it shows it, but I don't know how to bring that
It was a
up.
hard success.
There we go. Yeah.
I am sorry, Nicholas. Yeah, so you smash this thing with a tea kettle, and its neck rears back and bites you, and you feel a slowed, like you're drunk immediately from like what you assume is a poison entering your veins.
Damn. Even though I succeeded?
It required an extreme success. That bite only has a 35% chance to hit. And rolled a 10. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh shit, dude. I think
Let me
you just
double
got-
check.
Miles Shipley.
Okay. You are dead.
Damn. That's fucking bullshit.
Backfired on you so fast.
Oh well.
I'm sorry. You're dead. I didn't think I would roll rocks for all those rolls.
Why
I'm
was
pretty
it
sure-
rolled as Miles Shipley though?
I don't know why it was rolled as Miles Shipley. Because I think it was because I accidentally clicked on Miles Shipley. But yeah, it's I'm just rolling straight dice with no modifier. So, but yeah, it did 1d8 for the bite, 1d8 for the poison.
Damn.
Bye, Richard.
Richard's dead.
Holy
Richard Hardwood
shit.
died. So this combat encounter got a lot more interesting.
You guys are fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked. I'm dead.
Okay, boss, I need you to roll a D1, 2, 3, 4. Roll a D6, okay?
Just a D6. Just a
Actually,
regular
no,
D6?
sorry, a D4.
Oh,
You
whoops.
want, yeah, a D4. We're deciding who you're shooting.
Oh. All right, let me redo that. A 2.
Okay, so you, in your panic and pulling out your Derringer, are going to shoot one shot at McCarty. So make a firearms roll.
Sorry. Sorry in advance, everybody. Oh, whoops.
Well, handgun roll. Sorry.
Sorry. Hold on. Oh, there it is. All right. Okay, it was a 93 over 23.
Yeah,
or
the bullet
20.
goes into the floor next to him.
Thank God you suck at shooting.
But you're still a mess right now, panicking.
I'm just gonna say that when I saw Hardwood absolutely get chomped, it was a panic shot that I just shot at the floor.
That reminds me, I need to do something real quick.
Uh-oh.
Not bad. Hey, Nicholas, if you go over to actor, can you see investigator creation wizard?
1 second. Actor. No. I do not.
Let me see if I can fix that.
One of our characters died.
It's called Cthulhu.
I know, but I'm just sad. The poor guy.
Well, we'll never find out if Hardwood got an STD.
Well, you know what?
I know.
Honestly, fuck him. We're in this combat because of him.
I blame you guys still. You guys could have done something. I hope you all die. I hope you all die.
There's nothing we could do. You got killed
You're
in
the
one
one that's
turn.
like, yeah, I had a beamer.
Sorry if it kicked you guys or something. It didn't. Okay, good.
Mine's just not responding, but
Okay, now we're on to Dorian. You're not aware that Voss is trying to kill everyone. You like at 93. That's
nice nothing.
like you have no idea what she just attempted to pull a gun out and shot the floor. But you did see Hardwood die. But you don't know he's dead. You just saw him get bit and drop to the floor. So I'm not going to make you roll you guys roll sanity check on that yet.
Otherwise, it's my turn.
It's your turn, yeah. You can move if you want to. You can pull out your gun and shoot.
I'm
You
just gonna
won't-
pull the,
Continue.
I'm just gonna pull the revolver, the only thing I have on me, out, and well, I have my knives too, but I'm gonna pull the revolver out and shoot.
Okay. Let me double check. That might be point blank.
What's going on with my computer?
Will you unpause the game so I can do shit?
That happens on.
Well, no, like it won't even let me measure anything.
That's weird. That won't let you measure.
Yeah, it won't let me do anything.
1 second. Just gotta. I can't remember what the point blank is. Within the shooter, a fifth of the shooter's dex and feet. You can roll to shoot.
Right.
Does it even matter?
Failure.
So yeah, shot goes wide, but your gun is drawn now. If you had your gun drawn before, you would have been able to do something full auto. And oh, this encounter's not going how I expected. We're on to McCarthy.
Um,
Since you did see Miles come walking towards you, I'll let you attempt to persuade him to be on your side.
yeah, hey, I need you to unpause the game though, cause like I can't do anything.
Like anything at all?
Yeah.
Definitely should be able to because it is your turn.
No, I can't move it. It says you cannot take this action while the
There
game
we
is
go,
currently
sorry.
paused. There we
Accidentally
go.
hit the spacebar.
All right. It would take a full action to try to persuade him, right?
I'll let you do it while drawing your gun. I'll be nice. Because you can realistically talk to someone while pulling a gun out. And then shooting.
Right. So I'm just gonna like back up over in like here. While just being like, whoa,
Right.
hey, we should be on the same side here. Like, that's a giant lizard that's trying to kill us all right now. Like, come on, you should be attacking that, not us.
I'll let you roll a what the fuck's the word for it?
Persuade?
Persuade, yeah.
My persuade's so bad.
It's 50.
Oh wait, why the fuck am I in hardwoods? The fuck? There we go. Ooh, this was updated. Yeah, nope.
Okay. Are you gonna take a shot at Lizard Lady?
I'm actually going to
Yeah.
take a shot at him because like I could tell it that it didn't seem to have any effect, right?
I mean he's still like looking towards you guys with a knife. You're gonna attempt to shoot him?
Nah, fuck it. I'll shoot at the lizard lady.
Okay.
Wait, how the fuck? Combat? Alright. Maybe? Oh, what? I don't know why it went twice, so I'll take the first one. Um, which was a failure.
You guys are not rolling well. So Miles is gonna walk closer to Dorian here. He's not gonna attack yet. He still looks uncertain, and he's kind of just holding the knife in his hand, shaking like a leaf. So Satha is going to come forward and attempt to bite. Well, attempt to claw at Boss.
Oh shit.
So you're fighting back or dodging?
I'm gonna dodge. Shit. Did it go up? I can't see if I.
Hey, Anna, you need to figure out your mic situation. It's hard to hear you.
Well, you failed your dodge, but it might fail its claw.
Yeah.
It did not fail its claw.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you take 2 damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, the claws kind of just rake you and catch your shoulder. Then you do see blood dripping from its mouth as it, hardwood's blood. And true to his name, Hardwood died with an erection. The way he would have wanted to go.
The way you wanted it to go. Gotta send to it as mess.
Yeah. Next, we're gonna go over to your turn. Just roll another d4 for me.
Okay.
Okay, so you're attacking the lizard person, but because you're kind of in a blind fear, like blind panic, you're not able to reload your weapon, so it's just gonna be your melee. And it's going to attempt to fight back. So roll your melee, Anna.
That was weird.
What?
It kicked me.
Kicked you? That is weird.
From Discord, yeah.
I was gonna say yes, but I rolled a 1. So I don't know who I'm attacking.
Oh, you're attacking the lizard person. So roll a d100.
And that would be what with my. Oh
For
shit.
your melee.
Your brawl.
Alright, I rolled a 41 under 55.
Okay, now I'll roll because I rolled early and I'm not going to count a roll that I did earlier. And it just failed, so roll damage.
How much damage would that be?
I'll tell you. It should be on your character sheet.
That doesn't tell me.
I believe it's one. I believe it's just D4. Let me double check.
I would assume it's a D4.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's a D3
Oh, a D3?
because you don't have a damage bonus because you're itty bitty.
Oh, okay. Hold on, give me one
Just
sec.
half a D6.
Hold on, give me one sec. I just couldn't figure out how to do something. Oh, it doesn't matter. I did 1 damage anyways.
Yeah, every little bit counts. So that's your turn. Now it's Clifford's turn.
All right. So is this thing right in front of me? Do I get point blank here?
Yeah, you get point blank here. So you get a bonus die.
Hey, if you hover over the token and push T, you can target it so you won't get the error message saying that there's nothing targeted.
Every time I keep clicking, though, it doesn't stay. Like I tried that early on, and it was just like, nope. Like I can't get my.
Let me know when you shoot it.
All right. There we go. Hard success. 8 under 30.
8 under 30. Nice.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Five. Where does the bonus die come in?
But it basically would have allowed you to roll an extra die, but if you failed,
If I
or
fail.
like to try and get was that or to try and get like a crit, but it doesn't matter. You catch the thing right between the eyes, and it drops like a fucking sack of potatoes.
Ooh. So I still have an extra shot. Can I turn and point my gun towards this other dude?
Yeah. Are you gonna shoot him or try and get him to drop the knife?
We'll tell him to drop the knife.
Okay.
No, fuck it.
Roll.
I'm shooting. I'm shooting.
You're
Screw
just
that.
shooting
Shoot
him?
first. Yeah, shoot first. Ask questions later.
Okay. Shoot him. You hit.
I hit.
Well, did you?
I don't know. I didn't. I don't see it in my thing. Let's try it. I guess just click it again. No, failure.
Okay, you get bonus die, so just do one more roll.
To get back in my thing.
Having to reopen the character sheet kind of feels not great.
No, it's very annoying.
Wait, going back to the landing page?
No, we have
No.
to click on the actors and open
Every
the
time you-
character.
Double click on the token, it opens up the character sheet.
Oh shit. The more you know.
What? There we go.
I'm trying to get it up so you can create another character, Nicholas. That's what I'm doing in the
Damn it.
background.
82
Right.
over 30.
Okay, you shoot, and it goes right by him, but I'm going to do a roll on him to see if he still freaks out and drops the knife. Yeah, he drops the knife. And is just going, please don't hurt me. It made me do it. It made me do all of it.
So the creature's not dead, right? It's just down.
Oh, no, it's dead.
A shot between the eyes. It's dead.
Well, it just has like it's confused above its head right now. So I was trying to figure
Yeah,
out.
it just
what
went
made that-
unconscious because it went to 0. Well, if I do the -1, does it do dead? No.
Hardwood, I can't believe you lost to something that had 6 health.
Now, here's my question though. So if you hit 0
Well,
HP,
I didn't think that, when you succeed, hard succeed, you fail.
You needed an extreme success for that.
This thing didn't have a lot of health, but it hit fucking hard, and you happened to be right next to it.
And then it rolled max damage on its hit.
So if you hit 0 HP, you're just dead, no matter what. There's no trying to save you.
And I wouldn't have been able to use luck either, right?
Mm,
In combat, right? Or is that just on saves?
You could have, but here's the I can't tell you if you fail. I can't be like, oh, you failed, and then you can be like, can I use luck? It's like, okay, I rolled. I'm going to use luck before I tell you the result.
Oh.
Damn.
It's if you take max damage in a single turn, you're dead.
Yeah, I was just reading that.
If you hit 0 HP, there's options.
Yeah, but he got hit for 16. He only has 16.
He had 16 health. It hit max damage. Rolled two 8s.
Yeah, that's just really unlucky.
Yes.
Womp womp womp.
Such bullshit.
Hey, I'm just saying that we were leading up to Richard Hardwood dying this entire time with me almost killing him multiple times, but it wasn't
Yeah.
my fault.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing we can say about this is this was totally your call, Hardwood. Nobody made you hit that thing over the head with a tray of tea.
That's what I said. Like the
Funny
last
thing
time.
is, you took out more than half its health in that hit. But so
We
Miles
also could have just left
what?
and came back when we also could have just left instead of him doing that and come back with rifles and shotguns.
Yes, but Hardwood craved violence.
Do you have an idea for the character you want to play next, Nicholas? Or do you
Yeah.
think about it? Okay, I will create a character for you. Give you ownership of it. And just kind of tell me an idea of what you want, and then we'll throw it in there, okay?
All right.
So, Miles Shipley is begging and pleading for his life on the ground, saying, "This creature, it made him do it." Actually, let me get to exactly what he says.
So I'm just saying, like, I see this guy in a fucking mess, and like, I say "fuck you" for a minute, and I just run up to see how Hardwood is doing, and like, I instinctually, like, I've seen enough catastrophic wounds in the Battle of the Somme that like I could just one look at it, I know that he's, you know.
Well, he was bit kind of across the shoulder, and you can see like his veins all the way up into his face and down his chest have turned black.
Yeah, it's like I see this, and like I get down on my knees and just like I close his eyes, you know. I'm like, you can rest easy now, soldier. You've gone through enough. And that's when I get back and I'm gonna come up And
My character, I'd also be checking on Voss at this point.
so what was this guy saying while I was checking on Hardwood?
Voss is like, I mean, she's a little woman, and don't take this in any offensive way, Anna. But like,
It's gonna
if
be
you're
offensive.
if you're trying to do damage to a average, are you rolling to see if you're offended? uh,
No, it's
you're
if my
like,
twisting.
even though you're having trouble telling friend from foe, a man could easily subdue you as you're wildly punching him. Especially because you're playing like a 5'0" 100-pound soaking wet woman.
That is also true. I was
Like-
just what I just kind of imagined is that like as it like because it got shot in the pretty much in the middle of the forehead, right?
Yeah, you're still freaking out though. It didn't go away just yet. Like, you're not aware Hardwood's died. We'll resolve this, then I'll make everyone roll a sanity check for losing a friend.
All right, so Clifford is subduing Voss and trying to get her to calm down right now.
I'm just gonna say how I kind of imagine like boss reaction is that as soon as that like creature like crumples to the floor.
Oh,
Boss
by
is
the
gonna-
way, Nicholas,
Yeah, I think
the maid is pregnant.
awesome.
Uh-oh. Son of a bitch.
Perfect.
His legacy lives on.
Did we roll for that?
I did just now.
Did we roll for the STD?
It doesn't matter. He's dead.
No, I'm talking about her.
Oh, let me roll for that.
I was worried about her. I wasn't
Wow.
worried about Hardwood. I'm pretty sure he already had one.
She has the clap.
Fuck.
Of course she does.
Just so you know, Clifford's only sad right now. When he finds out your dad later on, he's gonna be like, "Well, fuck him anyway."
Whatever.
Makes sense.
I'm creating my character right now.
But anyways, I want to say just really, really quickly, that as soon as the creature like crumples to the floor, she drops her gun too. And then she just is like having like a horrible panic attack essentially. And then like you were saying, she as soon as anyone tries to approach her, she just kind of like starts flailing. And like screaming and like crying, like just completely inconsolable. Like even if she doesn't realize that like Hardwood is dead just yet, she she's just insanely like in freaking out. Like everything now is just caught up to her. It's just all at once.
So what's this little dickbag saying during all of this?
Apart from crying and saying that the creature made him do it, he's talking about, he's saying like she it took my mother, and it promised if I kept bringing it food, it would give me these visions, and that's how I painted. It gave me these visions. These it made me take this drug, and that's how that's how I knew. That's how I painted what I saw. It was like I was there. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, everyone here can make a psychology check.
Side note, I just did my luck roll.
Yeah. Everyone can do their luck roll real quick and make a psychology check on the guy.
Psychology.
Luck roll is luck roll's just
I
100, right?
got a
Sorry. Let me.
Yeah, just hit 100.
34 under 50.
This man seems like he is like you've been insane at times, right?
Yeah.
This man is way further gone than you've ever been. He's like one step away from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
So
What are occupation skill points?
do we need to roll? So I know at this point that Hardwood is dead.
Depends on your occupation.
I know that Hardwood is dead at this point. Do I need to do my
Oh.
sanity
I was
roll?
gonna finish this conversation before I made you do sanity roll for
On
me.
the luck
Oh, okay, because
success,
I kind of had an idea of where I wanted to go with this conversation if, depending on sanity.
we can do sanity first. I figured adrenaline's still coursing through, and the sanity hasn't hit yet. By the way, Sasasa did have a key around its neck.
I got a 53 under 63. So what do I lose?
Let me bring up my funny sanity chart. Do 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 do.
Guessing a D3.
D3, you are correct.
So I lose 2 points of, right? Or we do the D6 and divide it by 2, right?
Yeah.
So that means I only lose 1 sanity.
Well, it's 1 through 3 is normal, and then 4, 5, 6 is divided by 2.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, you lose 2.
I lose 2.
Why'd you roll a D10, Clifford?
I just screwed up my thing, so I was trying to get it to clear, but it wouldn't clear like if you just unclick things. What do we roll for a success? Success on luck.
A D10, yeah.
So basically, you see at this point, like I realize that he's insane, but I don't really care. It's not like hitting me super hard. Like I'm still mostly in control, but I holster my gun and I pull out a knife and I hold it to this guy's throat. He's dead because of you. If it wasn't for you, he used to be alive. And basically
He's crying and saying, "I told you to leave. I told you to leave. I'm so sorry. It keeps making me do this. It keeps giving me the visions."
sorry won't bring it back, will it?
Cardi, adding another body isn't going to help us out of this situation.
Uh, I take the knife and like I like beam him in the side of the head with the hilt of the knife. I'm not trying to like kill him.
Or you just tried to knock him unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out. So
And I get up, sheath my knife. You're right, and I just start fucking like pacing around the fucking room.
Is Voss calmed down yet?
he's back to normal.
Right.
You guys do need to roll a sanity check, Voss and Clifford.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Oh, I fucking failed that.
Oh boy.
Okay, 1d10.
Damn.
What is sanity? It's 100. I don't know why my thing's not. I clicked it.
Yeah,
it didn't do
D100. Yeah. You roll 3 on that, Anna.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good for who? You or me?
You. That's not. That could have been a lot worse on the D10.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yep, a D10, Clifford.
Yeah. I don't know why mine's going so much slower than everybody else's. I can't see my
It could be
Mine goes
because of the
pretty
map.
slow too.
Like I said, we may just not do maps because of how long it takes in the future. If it's
I
on you for you
44,
guys.
but I already fucked this, so 42.
I like the map personally.
I do like the map. It is just making things run kind of slow, though, I feel like.
Okay.
What's the
So,
difference between fast talk and charm?
Fast talk is like used car salesman, and charms like flirt.
Gotcha.
Is it going through step by step how to make your character for you?
Yeah, I'm just spending the skill points right now.
Perfect. I'm glad it's actually fucking working. Did it let you pick an occupation and everything?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. I'm excited to hear about your character and how we're going to introduce him into it. But, so, Sathasa is dead. Are any of you searching Shipley?
Yeah, I'll search Shipley.
All right. So, just, I'm not going to make you roll search roll for searching someone who's fucking unconscious.
Good, fuck that guy.
You do find a case of 10 vials of fluid and a syringe. Apparently, this is the drug he was talking about. Do you want to see if you know what it is?
Yeah, I will.
Roll a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Ooh.
Can I roll that as well? Seen him pull this
Yeah,
out.
I'm assuming you're showing everyone.
Yep. Nope. 89 over 6.
You have no idea what it is.
Wow.
We should. Yeah, no, I really don't know what it is.
Yeah, we fucking sucked at that.
Yeah, you guys have no idea what it is, but he did mention a drug that gave him visions.
It's like like a version of like the mask, essentially.
Well, maybe, but again, you don't know what the.
Mr. Clifford, if this is gonna give us some visions, this might be right up in your alley to inject yourself with.
Well, normally I would be quick to agree with you. I'm not going to inject a substance that we know nothing about and we don't know what the effects would be afterwards.
So,
Works anything like anything in our that we know of currently, it could be an addictive.
so. Shit,
Um,
Sathatha did have a key on her, and you do know about the locked closet door if you want to look into that.
That's true.
Obviously,
gonna
the
say,
answer is
since-
yes.
since boss is right in front of the lizard, she's going to take the key off of take the key very carefully. She's like very afraid still, I would say. And then she's just going to head very slowly, in almost like a daze, just walk up to the closet and to unlock it.
Mm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So,
Oh, what the fuck?
I love how we just watched her run into a closet.
What in the fuck? Oh,
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
To the basement, maybe?
who there's looking at in the closet? Is everyone looking?
No.
You're not looking. Garrett, are you looking?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I didn't even know she ran out to the closet just yet. I'm just like over here trying to process everything.
I don't even know where the closet is.
There.
Oh, it's.
Okay. You see a painting in the closet as you guys are just there. You don't know how to behave yourselves.
Rude.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm still figuring out maps a little bit, okay? So,
Oh, well, you're good.
and make a quick botany roll.
Oh, what?
A botany roll.
All right. Watch me fail.
I don't want
I
you
thought you were
guys
going to say
fail roll.
botany earlier.
Oh my god.
You succeeded in
it's
botany?
only- No, she failed. That's only 13 lots, though.
I know.
Are you going to use your luck?
I guess.
Okay. So, you see a painting in there that doesn't look quite finished. Clifford, roll a luck roll.
I'm just over
And-
here minding my own
Yeah, you're going to roll a luck roll.
business.
You see a painting.
32 and 48.
Perfect. I'll tell you the results of that here in a minute. The painting it's honestly the best work of all the paintings you've seen. It shows a swamp, a swampy area infested with serpents, a small island on the center holding a stone altar. Anna, you recognize this flora is extinct giant lycopods, calamites, and cordolites, all prevalent from the Permian area 299 to 251 million years ago.
Oh shit.
As you stare into the painting, you notice it. Your eyes must have been playing a trick on you because it's almost like the painting's three-dimensional. And in a few seconds, you see the waters of the swamp start to ripple, the plants sway with the breeze, and the serpents wiggling, and the altar glowing. And at this moment, you two are rolling a power roll.
Me? I'm rolling power.
Both of you.
Oh no.
And
Oh my
Jacob,
god.
there's something in the air. It's like a metallic taste on your tongue. Like it's something about the smell, and it for a second you can't recognize it until you do. You remember that spell you casted back in New York where it turned a mirror into like a portal?
Yeah.
That same feeling permeates the air right now.
Oh.
So, hardwood, that's not a good roll.
Hardwood or what do you mean?
Hardwood, you find yourself.
McCarty.
Nah, McCarty. Hardwood is a corpse, sorry. McCarty finds himself drawn into the painting.
What?
Like he just starts stepping towards it, and you see him stepping towards it, Anna.
I succeeded. Can I run over there and try and grab him as well?
I'll let you run over there.
I was gonna say, yeah, is he just like in a trance, essentially?
Trance. And you, Anna, will get a chance to pull him out first. So make a. Are you trying to pull him out or gonna let him walk in?
Oh no, I'm gonna try and pull him.
So that's a dex roll.
Okay.
Is it opposing dex rolls?
Oh my.
Nope, just a dex roll. You're kind of hypnotized and just walking.
So I'm not,
Yeah,
like,
I
fighting her.
rolled a 96 over 60.
He falls out of your grasp. So, Clifford, I'll let you make a dex roll as well because you passed that luck roll earlier. So you get a chance to make a dex roll to pull Hardwood out before he steps into this painting.
Ooh, not my strongest suit.
Oh,
44 under 45.
holy
Okay.
shit.
You grab him and you both fall backwards out of the closet.
Do we see
And-
anything in the mirror or in this painting?
If you look close enough, are you going to look closely at the painting, or
No, I'm not gonna.
Anna, are you going to shut the door?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, that's enough. I'm gonna slam the door shut.
I was curious if anyone would go into the painting.
So Clifford immediately is going to be like, I think we need to talk to that. What the fuck is his name?
Miles Shipley.
I think we need to talk to that Mr. Shipley a little bit more once he wakes back up.
Am I out of the trance now?
Yeah, you snapped out immediately. No sanity check or nothing. As soon as you weren't looking at it, you snapped out of it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bend down and start slapping him, trying to fucking wake this guy up.
He wakes up. He's like, oh, oh.
Shut up for a second.
No, no, Mr. McCarty, that isn't a polite way to ask somebody for information.
Yeah,
Mr.
I'm all out
Shipley,
of polite.
Mr. Shipley, you told us about the drugs which we've taken off your person. We have some questions about those. We have some questions perhaps about this lizard creature that was here and killed our friend. And we also have some questions about the paintings. Nonetheless, the one behind that closet door that seems to open some kind of gate.
I'm only allowed to paint on that with when I have the drugs. The it looks over to the serpent laying in a pool of a black Icarus blood. It's like it said that was a to bring its people out of its time and into ours. That's crazy though, right?
Well, not any more crazy than the fact that there was a lizard person here pretending to be your mother.
McCarty just like pulls the knife out and starts playing with it. Don't worry about that lizard over there, though. It's taken care of now.
Turn into a pair of fucking boots.
Hell yeah.
So
Now, the drugs, what do you know about them exactly?
I'd inject them and I'd get visions like I was there. Like I could breathe the air and feel the warmth and the cold and the dampness, and I'd see things, and they'd burn into me, and I'd paint them.
How often did you take these drugs?
I don't know. It's for as many paintings as there are, I guess. Maybe more.
How many times did you paint on the painting in the closet?
I don't know. It, 4, maybe 5 times.
Now,
You said four, maybe 5 times, and you don't know how many paintings you've painted. So you enter this trance and you're not sure exactly what happens or how many times you've entered the trance. Is that correct?
It everything blurs together. I haven't. I only leave to pick up prostitutes or to feed to feed to that thing, and it would and we'd sell the paintings, and it would buy ingredients to make more of the drug. That's
That's very interesting. That before I ask more about those ingredients, how long has this lizard had you confined to this house?
that's a good question. I'm sure there's a good answer for it.
And this painting, are you, did it, I guess she would ask, um, what made it complete, so that, they could step through, per se. Or would it already be complete since it's locked behind a locked door?
He says it's not complete yet. It still needed more time to be complete.
So can I ask another question while you're looking for the answer to the other one?
Yes.
Is there any? So what were the ingredients in this drug that you've been injecting with? You said she was able to just go out and purchase them.
I don't know. it wouldn't tell me. All I know is they were expensive and hard to find.
No, nothing that you ever saw around your house that might have given you a lead into that, where
I
she would have been going.
I wasn't allowed in the basement.
The basement. Is there anything specifically you can think of that makes the painting in there different about the way that you painted on it, other than the drug? Was that just it was just the drug? And
It
because
took
you said earlier, when you take the drug, that's when you get these visions and make these paintings. But you also said you're only allowed to paint the one in the closet when you're on the drug. So do you paint these other paintings when you're not on the drug?
yes, I paint these paintings from the things I've seen, but the one in the closet I only painted when maybe I wasn't on the drugs. It would the thing would look at me sometimes, and it would make me do things I didn't want to do. He's like in and out of tears at this point. Like all of you know, this man is
On that verge of collapse.
yeah.
Did you ever hear?
You mentioned your mother. Where is she now?
It it ate her.
Oh,
Now, Miss Voss, should be thinking about these things here. Now, I do have one interesting question for you. Uh, you're talking about you'd see these visions, and
It's been like 6 to 8 months. I can't find an exact number, but that's the closest I can find. By the way,
yeah.
you're talking about how you can feel the cold and feel the heat, and it's like you're actually there. Do you ever gain any knowledge of what you're painting or know what you're painting?
I, I, what do you mean knowledge?
Like this pharaoh, for instance, about this painting that we had bought off of you. Like, do you know who this pharaoh is, or what the pharaoh was doing at this time that you did the painting?
I just saw its procession. I felt the heat of the sun and the sands blowing, and I just saw it and could smell and feel it.
But
It was awful.
you don't actually know who that pharaoh was or what they were
No,
doing,
no,
what the
I just
procession was about.
I just saw.
How long would you say any of the visions you had were? Were they always just moments, or were the ones that were longer?
That's a good question. Is it like, how does this work? Like, you see this vision briefly, and then you have to paint it from memory? Or were you like there the entire time for the entire duration that you're trying to paint this thing? You're there.
It depends. Sometimes I'm there longer. Sometimes I'm there not as long, and I'm like locked in place, just seeing scenes.
She's locked in place, just seeing a scene. It's not like you're physically able to interact with whatever vision you're seeing. It's like you're
No,
there, but it's kind of like you're watching a movie, a
yeah,
film.
yeah.
One other question about the drug.
Seeing a cool picture movie.
You haven't. When was the last time you take it, and how do you feel about it?
One
For
second.
instance,
Do you feel addicted to this thing? Like, do you
yeah,
like feel like if I have to
if I,
have it, you're gonna have withdrawals?
for instance, if we take all of this supply right now and leave this home, how do you think your body would react to that?
I don't know.
What he's getting at is that he's a really curious mind and he wants to take it, but he doesn't know just how fucked up it's gonna make him if he takes it. God give us a little bit of hope here.
I don't know. I take it every few days, and
Well, do you feel any desire to take it right now? Is there ever been a time where you've been like, I want to take this again? or is it
If,
something
at
else?
first, to see such things, to see things people man wasn't couldn't see or wasn't meant to see. It was exhilarating in the paintings and the fame, but it was he just kind of starts crying.
So it sounds like it could take one time and he'll be just fine there, Mr. McCarty, or fucking whatever your name is, Clifford.
Clifford.
Well, I'm afraid the jury's still out on that. Exhilarating can also just mean that later on you realize how bad it is, but at first it just felt great.
I say you should just take it, run with it. Why not?
One
So
other question, Mr. Shipley, is: are there any of your visions that have particularly stood out to you? Any that you feel especially were different than others that you saw? Things perhaps of the future?
Things that were maybe scarier or more heinous than the others.
he points to one of the pictures you saw earlier, labeled the Black Mountain, where a towering mountain, possibly in Africa, over which a monstrous demonic creature, um, its head, a giant tentacle swathed in blood near a temple like building. Human figures lift their hand imploringly skyward in supplication to the hellish godlike entity. From each of the human heads, a long red tongue tentacle appears to dangle. And if you look close, they appear to be ceremonial headpieces.
Now, what's so special about that one there, good sir?
He's unwilling to say. Like, he doesn't like looking at that one.
I keep playing with my knife. Now, we've been off civil this whole time, and as I told my dear friend earlier, I'm past being civil. I got a friend over there in the corner that's dead. I've lost too many people in my life. Now, unless you want to start losing fingers or maybe a hand, I suggest you speak up.
It
I don't think there'd be much need, Mr. McCarty. I think we know exactly what is in that painting.
was horrible. He just keeps muttering it was horrible and kind of rocking himself on the ground.
Would you
Like,
mind
it's
if we
less
take
of a him not wanting to tell you, it's more of him being unable to describe the horror of viewing that.
Would you mind if we take that painting with us?
I think we're past asking. We're just taking at this point. We saved this young man here's life. He no longer has to see these terrible, horrible things. This lizard person can stop tormenting him.
I mean, you
Uh,
could easily cut all the canvases out of the frames, roll them up, and take them with you.
yeah, that's what I was planning on doing. Actually, was just taking all the at
Yeah,
least like
but
the more
Yeah,
interesting
hold on.
ones.
We
But-
still have to check out the basement here too.
yeah, and there is, yeah, we don't have to like make you walk down there. We can just go to the basement. But before we do that, I just kind of want to gauge your thoughts here. So, there's a painting here which is a portal to prehistoric time, which was made to bring lizard people through. You have a dead friend in the house, and you have a man that's on the either insane or on the brink of insanity as well. What are your plans here?
Well, I want to check out the basement first. I mean, we got to figure out what the
Okay.
hell we're going to do with this building, but I don't think we've fully covered over there. I mean, Clifford is very clear and going, this is not a good fucking situation for us to be at. And he's trying to think whether or not people know that they were here.
Now, do you,
Right.
Mr. Clifford, do you have friends within the police force? Somebody that you could call on, maybe someone in MI6 or something,
I don't think MI6 exists yet. It'd be Scotland Yard.
or Scotland Yard. Let's see.
Scotland Yard is the police, isn't it?
It's like the
MI6 is 1909.
oh, MI6 does exist, huh?
Yep.
No, I think Scotland Yard. I thought is like literally the police, essentially. Like it's the
They're
It's
like
a
the
little bit
national.
different.
Yeah, they're like
Mhm.
national police.
police, right? Yeah, it's not like the local thing, but like that's generally who's really getting involved in murder cases or high profile stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I
but
view
does my family-
Scotland Yard as kind of like the FBI.
Yeah.
yeah,
Does my family have attachment to there that I feel like I can trust and they'd be hush hush?
You definitely know your family has attached. You have family in Parliament. It wouldn't be hard to sweep something under the rug. But again, it's like not to like railroad or give you ideas. You could also easily burn the house down.
I was gonna say boss. I feel like she would
no,
want to
we got a
destroy at
couple things
least
that we got to burn.
the painting that is more of a portal.
We definitely are burning the painting. I think, unless somebody's, I don't see any reason why any of us are
What,
opposed to.
what are we gonna do about the lizard body? Are we just gonna leave that shit here, or
Well, that's why I was talking about getting a hold of Scotland Yard or MI6
I don't
or
necessarily know that we
something like
want
that.
Scotland Yard. I don't know that we want Scotland Yard finding a giant lizard body
Well, yeah, but
because
hear me out though, right? Like if I'm not talking like Scotland Yard in general, I'm talking about that one trusted person that, you know,
I don't know if
you
my
can
family
leave
has
a
any.
quote unquote anonymous tip with.
See, I don't know that I want my family to know anything about the lizard person either. And if it's a
what?
trusted family confidant,
What if we shoved the lizard body through the painting and burned it?
I am absolutely opposed to us opening that door and then trying to do anything with that painting while the
Yeah,
portal opens.
yeah, me too. Now, but here's the issue, right? If we just try to burn this house down, like it would always be possible that we're still somehow linked back to this, right?
I mean, it's 1920. It's not like they have detailed fingerprint files, DNA testing, or anything like that, or dental records to check. It's Britain; they don't have dental records.
Literally.
So if
Let's
it
figure out
would,
what's this. I think
there's no real way to track that back to you guys, especially
Yeah.
because you kind of just showed up here and didn't tell anyone else you were coming.
There's nobody else around. Like this house is in a kind of a um I don't know why I can't think of the word right now.
So
I'll
fingerprints
let you
started
guys
being
walk around the basement if you want. Do you want
finger
to walk around the basement?
fingerprints started being used to solve crimes in 1892.
You're right, but whose fingerprints do they have on file here?
Well, they would have mine just because of my job.
Yeah, but
They're
it's not
gonna.
like they have a database they can search against. It's like all manual searching. They wouldn't search unless they had suspects.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And you
I mean,
guys are.
it looks to be like a regular fire that just happened to fucking happen.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. The GM is saying that we can get away with it.
I'm saying you guys have set yourself up in a situation where you would get away with burning this building to the ground.
Hey,
Not saying there wouldn't be consequences, but I'm saying it would clean up the hardwood body, and you would still need to figure out what you're doing with Shipley.
are you gonna let us walk around?
He said
You
we
should
could.
be able to.
Nope.
No, I'm stuck. Oh no, there we go.
Oh wait, I'm on the wrong fucking. There we go.
I see bathtubs everywhere. Why is this area dark?
I can make it so you guys have flashlights, kind of. But make a spot hidden, everyone.
Ooh. Spot to
Ooh.
hidden. That is a 24 under 45.
Yeah. First off, you do
63.
Or 27 under 45.
find another light switch, and you also found what appears to be a hidden door.
Ooh.
A hidden door.
All right. I think that we need to think about opening hidden doors.
Well, by find it, I mean one of you leans against a wall, and the brick kind of presses in, and it opens.
All right, never mind. We've already gone through the open door.
What's in here? Oh, what the hell? Is this our eating
What
chamber?
Well, there's a few things in
What?
there. Give me a moment.
Oh.
So you find jars of substances. If anyone wants to make a chemistry or a pharmacy roll on those, you might learn what they are.
I don't have
Chemistry
chemistry.
will.
And I'll make a botany roll as well.
Yeah,
I don't have either of those things.
Yep, I have no idea of what you speak.
You roll Anna.
Anna.
You go to pick up one of the jars to look in it, and it just slips out of your hands and drops on the floor. It
great.
just shatters. You do find a stone tub with a sealed lid with blood surrounding it.
I don't
All right,
have.
anybody want to open the creepy tub?
Are we sure we want to keep opening up shit?
I wasn't sure that I wanted to fall into this room, but somehow we're here.
As we
Yeah.
can't
These
get out.
gold jars. Vol, so you're going to take one of those jars of substance with you and not
I
drop it
may.
this time?
Okay,
I might.
you're taking a jar with you.
Yeah.
Okay, is someone opening up the tub?
Yeah, I will.
I think you're going to open it.
Yeah.
We're in agreement that we're opening this thing.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
actually going to I'm going to step back. I'm going to let you open it. You go for that. Love that for you.
Okay, you open it and make a sanity roll.
Oh, fuck me. I knew it.
That's why I stepped back.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. 48 under 61.
You take 1 point of sanity damage.
Ah, that's easy.
You see this stone tub, like this stone tub with the lid, just filled with a slurry of human body parts.
Nice.
You see like a head floating in there, limbs, guts, blood, just like filled with human gore, and the smell permeates the air as soon as you lift it up. Like it is revolting.
All right. Well, I think whatever you. I'm assuming he just told us what he saw, and I don't have to see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I imagine Rosalind Voss has never seen anything like that and just vomits.
Well, you probably do not feel well from the smell, but like it's not like you obviously, you know.
Boy, that smell never gets any easier to get over.
All right. I suggest that we probably light those body parts on fire, because even if we light this house on fire, as we've been talking about, that may not catch on fire down there. And then,
Well, there is a coal furnace in this house. It's that time of London, so you could it would not be hard to light this place on fire.
well, even that pit of bodies, the fire's
Like-
going to get in there for sure. I feel like that's not a
And
chance.
you don't need to cover up all the bodies. It's not like you're trying to hide a crime. You're just trying to
I feel
hide
like-
that you were here.
No. I'm talking about the body parts inside the thing, because if somebody finds that, they can be like, that has nothing to do with fire. There's just burnt heads and severed arms, like burnt heads and arms in there.
Yeah, but it would just connect with Shipley.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just go back to shipping.
So,
All right.
what are you guys doing with
Let's
Shipley?
burn
Alright,
down
I
this
got-
motherfucking house.
I have an idea. So I work my way back up to the attic.
Mm-hmm. Really like this
And-
map, don't you?
I go over to I pick up Hartwood's gun. And I take it over to
No.
Shipley.
Yeah.
I'm like, Shipley, we're taking all of these paintings with us. I know you've been through some shit. This is your way out. I hand him the gun. I think you know what you need to do.
Damn.
Okay, let me roll some.
Just gonna have bro.
I'm specifically not going to be up here yet. I did not hear this.
kill yourself, bro.
Yeah, he critical fail. He starts the fucking 1911.
Yeah, I do not want any part of that.
I cut out
Yeah.
all of the photos, all of the paintings, roll them up, yell down to you guys. Hey, y'all coming up here or what? We got some work to do. We gotta set this place ablaze.
So, you guys light this place? I take it you guys light this place up and you're all done here?
Yeah, we'll just light it up.
I'm just like, once you guys see his body, I don't know. I just kind of saw it like that. But hey, the good news is, now it looks like he killed this. He killed our dear friend. He killed all these people in the basement. Just couldn't take it anymore. Lit the place on fire. Fucking killed himself.
The lizard?
Yeah, sure. The
We're
lizard.
gonna assume, we're gonna assume that the lizard body is just gonna burn well enough that nobody's gonna be able to identify the bones.
They'll probably just find big lizard bones and be like, that's fucking weird. So, you guys, I take it you're quickly getting away while the place catches on fire.
Yeah. Mourning
Alright.
a little bit because he was a friend.
I take it you're heading back to Jacob's house, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you all get 1d6 sanity points.
That's damage. or
Except Hardwood. No, you get sanity points for killing a lizard monster and putting an end to its plans.
Hell yeah, I got 6. I gained more than what I lost that whole thing. I'm proud of myself.
Oh, I get 1.
Because I lost, what, 3? Gained 6? That's pretty good.
Don't get your hopes up yet too much because McCarty loses 3 sanity.
For what?
Because you knew that man was under the control of a evil ancient serpent person, and instead of sending them to an asylum for help, you made them kill themselves.
Is what
I
I would have.
mean,
That was my plan. I was like, all right, well, I guess this is happening. I'm not gonna be up there because if it goes, fuck no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna walk upstairs and be like, I think maybe we should check you into a psychiatrist, and you should just stay there for a while.
I'm just gonna have Boss have no fucking idea that McCarty was gonna do that.
nobody knows. I didn't tell anybody that
Yeah.
I gave him the gun.
That's why only
I said that, like, as I walked upstairs, like, he had the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger as I walked in the room.
Okay. So
Mm.
you guys have now dealt with the Chelsea Serpent.
Ah,
This is
How
not
do
the
you
shit
guys
I
feel about
expected.
how that encounter went?
that
Well, I mean, we lost somebody, so that kind of sucked.
If we would have rolled better, it would have been fine, but
right.
There was
Well,
nothing we could do to save.
If
There was
Zach
nothing we
didn't
could do to
roll
save. Yeah,
perfectly,
yeah. I mean, Hardwood just died because he was there, and the lizard got
Remember
to go
how I
first,
said
and
Call
fucked him up.
Cthulhu Combat's lethal?
Yeah.
So, I
Alright.
think that's a good time to end the session because I
Wait,
need to
wait,
figure
wait.
out.
I need my butler was supposed to be checking into. My butler is supposed to be taking that maid to the doctor. He needs to be reporting to me.
Okay. No symptoms have showed up yet. Actually, I want to roll something real quick to see if your maid had an STD to begin with. Is she Irish or English or Scottish?
Let's say she's just English.
see, I'm more mad because I succeeded on the roll and I still died. If I would have failed on the
cool.
roll, I would have been less mad.
That's why you try not to get in combat encounters until you're ready.
She
Right.
appears to be clean, and your butler is scolding her for sleeping with a dirty American and saying how
No,
she didn't even know where he's been. He probably had fleas, and he already had to wash the bedding from him.
No, but he was reporting to me.
Yes, that's why he was scolding, and she's appears to be clean. It's only been like 24 hours. There's no symptoms yet.
I'm letting her know we're making. I've made calls to. I'll be making calls to have her move to a different family's estate, who will be more lenient before my parents find out.
She
you
does
can just
inquire where Hardwood is, and if she'd be able to see him again
Unfortunately, he went back to America.
for his shape.
Yeah,
Okay.
I won't say anything. I'm just going to say that he went back to America.
So
Let her know. Unfortunately, she needs to move to. She'll be moved to a different estate with other employers before my parents, just send her out to the street.
that's nice of you. So
Rest in peace, Hardwood.
I told you guys Call Cthulhu Combat isn't a joke. You guys have been
No.
lucky thus far.
I know. On Dungeons and Dragons, getting a hit like that sucks, but I mean, again, you're not gonna die.
Right away. I mean, somebody can save you when you have 3 other party members. I mean, you're crazy, but
Yeah, well,
you're also lucky that you're terrible with a handgun.
Like,
Also
look, I
true.
saw the two. As soon as that hit, I was like, "Oh no!" And then I saw the
Oh,
two
no.
eights, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Zach wasn't kidding when he said 8:15. Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, literally.
It wasn't exactly 8:15 because we started late, but the beginning of the encounter was already over.
Real talk, I was more worried about the painting.
Really?
What happened if we walked into the painting?
There's a whole page on if you walk into the painting.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got that.
Nothing good.
Well, I didn't have to worry about that.
You died as you lived
And I would
in a
just,
fist fight with a lizard monster.
and I would just like to say that like McCarty having somebody fucking murk themselves is definitely not something that he would usually do. But like at that point he was at 60 sanity. Like he's
You want to know the annoying thing, Nicholas? If you tried to fight back instead of dodging, you would have been fine.
That's bullshit.
With your roll, because you're so good at fist fighting.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really think about that. I
That's
thought
a-
it was, though, if you still did better, I would have still gotten hit.
Yes.
Though.
But it only had a what did I say, 35% chance or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a 35% chance. And
I kind of forgot about that. Yeah.
because if you dodged it, if you
Well, that was the other thing. I thought if you still dodged and you had a better success, you still won.
if you have a better success, but I had a better success with, being like way lower than 35 with it because I rolled a 10.
And I rolled what?
A 43. So you rolled a regular success on that, and I
Well,
rolled,
a
hard
hard
success. Well, with your Constitution, that was just an extreme. You had to get extreme success to pass that Constitution. Then again, the thing that fucked you was I rolled max damage. 2d8 hits hard.
Yeah.
So, okay. I feel like this is a good place to call the session. I still want to talk with Nicholas about his character a bit. Figure out a good way to get him in the party. Also want to ask because Garrett's the only one who's like almost completed his Delta Green character. We can do that real quick if you guys would like. It might take half an hour. It didn't take long, right, Garrett?
say that again.
The Delta Green character, if people want to do that real quick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Should just be able to. It might kick you, and you might have to refresh your link while I open up the next world. Yeah. What do you guys think of the session?
It's good, except for
I think it was bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna